We'll have two more casts coming. Thank you, thank you.
Single seat.
Done?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Coming.
Done. Thank you. Thank you. Smile.
All six of them.
Please come join us.
Yeah, look at me.
आइए कंचप.
Yeah, sir, yeah. कौन मारा इतना white light?
So let's have
Hold.
Sir, please.
once you're done.
We are done, sir. Please come join.
Okay, wait.
So, in the middle.
Always come.
So, please.
और लाइट कौन बंद किया? यहाँ पे
No introduction. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And as you while might be traveling, आपने देखा होगा कि हम जो है celebration की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं जी बिल्कुल Independence Day आने को है and you know that our freedom fighters have sacrificed their lives so that we could celebrate Independence Day. And on this note, we are taking a huge honor today that we are here. Get the logo. I shall call upon on stage Mr. Vivek Adriotri. Can we have a huge round of applause for him? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vivek Agnihotri, the man who gave us Kashmir Files.
Good evening, everybody. I'm your co-host, Nicole Pereira. Next up, we have the poster launch, and we have none other than the director, Mr. Deen Raj. Mr. Deen Raj is a very well-known Telugu writer who has written glorious films like Ishwar, where we have Prabhas' debut movie, and many more other blockbusters where we have starring Venkatesh. So I would like to call on Mr. Deen Raj, please, to kindly come and launch the poster. Could we also have the cast of the movie? Could we have Nirosh Pucha, Shubha Ranjan, Sonam Barfunga, Samaira Sandhu, Piran Namgale, and Rajeshwari Chakraborty on stage? Could I also have Mrs. Could we have Mr. Shankar on stage as well? Along with Mrs. Pallavi Joshi, could we also have Mr. Vivek Agnihotri to kindly come up and launch our poster for us? A huge round of applause, everybody.
And here we present the new blood Bharateeyans. Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the entire cast and crew who have worked day in and out. It's an utmost proud moment for all of us.
Could we have Mrs. Pallavi Joshi to remain on stage for the...
It is an utmost proud moment for us, and we are extremely privileged that you're doing the teaser launch.
Dear brothers and sisters, thank you all for coming, taking time to be here. Celebration of 75th year of winning over the evil. I will not call as Independence Day. Who gave us independence? We always have freedom, but we were told that we don't have freedom. We didn't have freedom at the time. So this is our 75th year of celebration of winning over the evil. So this movie, Bharateeyans, the title we thought to give it ourselves to rebrand as a Bharateeyans, not to be called as Indians, because that term was coined by Christopher Columbus long time ago. And then coming to the whole theme, as you have seen in the teaser, we are hoping that you'll all appreciate every common citizen who has a heart for the country is a true soldier. Deen Raj, he is my childhood friend almost. I known him from my early college days. To describe him, I would say about him as one of the best human beings I have ever known. Very kind-hearted, caring person. He will not ask anything for himself. He just takes care of everyone around him. When we talked about the movie, he wasn't asking about how much remuneration he would be getting about it. He just wanted to make this movie. And he is extremely patriotic, and he is kind of role model to me. Deen Raj, thank you for all hard work. And the cast members, I saw the movie 3 days ago without any DI or background music. I was so impressed and moved by the performance of the actors and all the technical crew. I had tears in my eyes quite a few times. And this is not because I'm biased because this is supposed to be our movie. I was watching as a third person, as a critic. I could not find any flaw at all. Excellent. I'm hoping that most of the media and the people of our country will bless you all and bless us all. Thank you for all your hard work. And Mr. Agnihotri Pallavi ji, thank you for being here. I just asked you to come over here. He came all the way from Goa. He was not here until today. And he's supposed to be going back and come back again on 15th. He made time just for all of you and for all of us. Thank you for the blessings. If I say or tell anything about Vivek ji and Pallavi ji, I do not think they need any introduction at all. Not only the whole country, most of the world knows very well about Vivek ji. And my personal observation about Vivek and Pallavi ji, they're down to earth. And how many directors you have seen with such an amount of success? Look that simple like him. Look around in the whole Bollywood. I'm asking you, the media. I think you know a better answer. You know the answer better. And to describe him, just to give him a name, a short name, I will call him as a modern Chhatrapati Shivaji. Nothing less. 21st century, 2022, modern Chhatrapati Shivaji. That amount of courage I have never seen any human being. When we were doing premieres for the Kashmir Files in US, I was told by many friends, supposed to be well-wishers, not to do the premieres in open theaters, openly publicizing everywhere, with so many death threats around us. And I saw Vivek ji every day. He was in one city, 30 days, whole month of December. He was touring all over the country, just by himself. And Pallavi ji and their daughter, 22-year-old Mallika. My God, these three are like soldiers. That charisma, and that courage is just reminding all the time, not only the front soldiers in our country who protect us all the time. His team was reminding me about Bhagat Singh and Chhatrapati Shivaji. Only those two names come into my mind when I see them. That's it. Nothing less. Thank you again for coming all the way to bless us. And I will have Deen Raj to come and tell his experience about the movie and about Vivek ji. And we welcome our request Vivek ji and Pallavi ji to talk to us also, to bless us afterwards. Thank you.
Vivek ji and Pallavi ji, you are stars tonight. Thank you. Actually, I'm not a good speaker. Shankar and we know each other from our childhood. I have seen him when he's studying for MBBS training. Very dedicated person. I don't want to boast of him. I know him very well. He's very patriotic. And I want to tell one thing on stage regarding the Tashkent Files. Choreography of dialogues. Dialogue choreography. Have you ever listened to the word? If you want to see, watch the Tashkent Files. Fantastic dialogue narration. Fantastic. Very gripping story. Okay, now I want to tell about my movie. I'm trying to direct a movie. I asked to Shankar, and he asked me only one question. Do you have any story relating to patriotism? I never wrote in that genre. Okay, with my experience, I said, okay, I can. Then I gave him just two synopses, 1 page and 1 page. He selected one, and it started immediately. And my star cast, I want to introduce them one by one. Samaira Sandhu, the Punjabi. Please come. She acted as Punjabi. There is no names in the script, only Punjabi. Next, Bengali. She is our Bengali. And next, Tripura. Indian Nepali. I am calling in the order of the where they said. Next, Mr. Bhojpuri. Next, Mr. Telugu. And Marathi. Please come. She is from Chandigarh. She is originally Punjabi. She is Bengali and Tripura. And she is Marathi. She is from Mumbai. Last one. He is from Sikkim. He born in Jharkhand, Subranjan, and he is from Hyderabad, Telugu. And I want to introduce my music director, Mr. Satya Kashyap. We quarrel daily. हम डेली झगड़ा करते हैं सॉन्ग के बारे में सब ऐसा नहीं होना ऐसा नहीं होना but finally output will be the best. He gives good output, but every day we fight. Okay, I don't want to take much time. Actually, there are so many experiences, stories regarding our movie. We went to Sikkim, West Bengal, forest, so many places. I can't, there is no time to tell all those things. Now, I want Mr. Vivek ji to give your speech and give them inspiration, youngsters. Please, Shankar, please come. Well, Pallavi ji, ajiye. Jab he is talking.
Thank you, thank you. See, it's your film, it's your moment. You enjoy the glory. I don't have to say much, but one thing, brilliant job. Brilliant. And I'm telling you why. Okay, number one, I loved the way you have kept the names. Okay, it's a very unique thing, and I've always wondered if somebody has the guts to do something like this. I never had the guts to do something like this. This is a very brilliant thing, and the cast looks so fresh and nice, and so passionate, and so involved in the film, engaged in the film. You know, it looks like they are the characters, and also the film looks like something I need to watch, I must watch. And so it's a brilliant, brilliant effort. And I know what it means to carry the burden of young cast on your shoulder, but you've got strong shoulders, and they are brilliant people. And I hope people would love this film. And I also love the name Bharateeyans. That's a very, very good name. And the youth of India today needs to get united, take us to the next level. And for that, we need to hear lots of young stories, and this is one of them. So I wish you guys all the best.
Let's ask Pallavi ji to
To begin with, congratulations, all of you. The trailer looks brilliant, and as I immediately reacted after seeing the trailer, I can't wait to see the film. I'm extremely passionate about cinema. I've always been, because I started working as a child actor. So my entire life has only been about creativity and nothing else. But before I speak more about the film, I would like to speak a little about Shankar. I'm so glad that you have made this movie, Shankar. He's a very dear friend and one of the best human beings that we've come across. The way he worked to make the Kashmir Files premiere happen in Raleigh, it was a great effort, and Kashmir Files has set an example of how Indians can come together and make something happen. It truly became a people's movie. And I'm seeing the same reflection in this film as well. Because as it's history now, the 36 organizations came together for the premiere of Kashmir Files. There was Sikh organization, there were All India, All American Jews organization, there was the Telangana Association, there was the Marathi Association. Similarly, you see the Punjabi, Bengali, Telugu, Marathi, all of them coming together and fighting against the evil. And it really gladdens my heart that, a young India is emerging as a more powerful, as a more patriotic India. And the dreams that we've all seen are coming to fruition in this generation. I wish you all the best. May you all do very well, and may you become big, shining stars of the country. But just as a senior actor, there is one request from my side, that a director always directs, an editor always edits, but an actor, when he becomes a star, sometimes forgets to act. Please don't do that. Remember that you're actors first. That's what our profession is called. So always be true to your profession, and wish you all the best. And you said that you're not very good at speaking. You don't have to be. You make the actors speak so well with your dialogues. So all the best to all of you, and congratulations.
Can we have a huge round of applause for the entire team out here and our chief guest? I shall request you to please be on the stage so that we can have a media one-on-one questions. Just for a little, just a little. The media, and we want to hear more from you. Very, very curious.
No, but this press conference is not about us. I just
Totally.
came as a well-wisher. No, it's better I leave from here. Otherwise, I know what's going to happen. I am an experienced person. I know what's...
Media will promise to stick with this subject.
अच्छा मैम, I have a suggestion. आप एक सवाल हमसे पूछ लो, उसके बाद we'll go, and then you can continue with this. Is it okay?
Okay, simple question.
क्या कहो?
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम था, एंड आपको कैसे एहसास हुआ कि अब भारत के लिए कुछ करना चाहिए? जब मैं बोलता हूँ भारतीयंस, और मुझे कहीं समवेयर डाउन द लाइन लगता है, जब मैं विवेक सर की बात करता हूँ, ही बिकम अ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर ऑफ इंडिया नाउ, कि कुछ भी ऐसा जो हिंदुस्तान के लिए करना है, वहाँ विवेक सर का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ओके. My question to you is, as you are already based in US and you are here for this film called Bharateeyans, tell us how this whole, a whole project started, when you started working on a film like Bharateeyans, where we talk about India, Indians.
So, Ji, thank you for the wonderful question. I am 57-year-old. 57 years, of 57 years, 30 years I've been living in US. So more time in my life so far, I've been living in US. But every day my heart belongs to Bharat, every single day. My DNA made of Bharat. My character made of Bharat. Whatever I have achieved is just because of Bharat. This land, this air, this water made me what I am supposed to be today, what I'm doing today. So every cell in my body belongs to Bharat. I'm just living there in US, but from there, I want to do everything I can do, help my motherland, to talk to younger generation, just to reiterate the message that the Bharat is the greatest country in the whole planet. Because of that, this media, the importance of media is, if you write a book, it takes a lot of efforts to make the people read a book. Same thing, if you make a movie or a documentary or any other media, it is much powerful, much more easy to get across to wider audience all across the nation. So that is the reason to make a movie, something like this. And again, main inspiration is Vivek ji. From the way he works, the time he puts, all his thoughts are about Bharat. He is our main inspiration. And so Deen Raj. He is extremely, ferociously patriotic, just like Vivek ji. Thank you for your question.
So, to you. Somebody like Vivek sir, Pallavi ma'am is here to support your film. What's your feeling? What do you want to say?
I am proud of this movement because they are nationalists, they are patriots, they are perfect for this moment. That's all.
विवेक सर, पल्लवी मैम आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, मृग नैनी से लेकर यहाँ तक विवेक सर को भी किसी तारुफ की जरूरत नहीं है. वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट क्रिएटिव पीपल ऑन द राइज. जब आपको बुलाया गया कि दे वांट यू टू, विवेक सर खास करके आपको, जब मैं बोलता हूँ कि मुख्य अतिथि आप हैं और आप यहाँ हैं, मौजूद हैं, व्हाट वाज योर रिएक्शन जब मैं भारतीयंस की बात करता हूँ और मैं खास करके उस सब्जेक्ट की बात करता हूँ, जब मैं कश्मीर फाइल्स की बात करता हूँ, कि जहाँ स्टार कास्ट नहीं थी, जहाँ बड़े प्रोडक्शन हाउस नहीं थे, लेकिन वो फिल्म इतनी बड़ी कामयाब हुई. क्या फीलिंग आती है जब आपको इस तरह से कि आप आइए, जब हम भारत की बात कर रहे हैं या हम इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं या हम वतन परस्ती की बात कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ विवेक अग्निहोत्री का नाम अपने आप आता है. हाउ इज द फीलिंग ऑल टुगेदर? डू यू थिंक समवेयर डाउन द लाइन द रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन योर शोल्डर गोज अप?
नहीं, वो आई एम सॉरी, आपने हिंदी में पूछा, हिंदी में जवाब दे देता हूँ. मैं इस तरह से नहीं सोचता हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज़ all in your mind that a film without star cast, ab kya hoga? This is in your mind. You have been taught from your childhood by media and all those people that without a star film can't work. But I know it for sure. I mean, there's evidence and there's a science to prove that films work only because of their story and their intent and never with the star power. So that is first thing. Second thing is when you say, अच्छा अब आपके सर पे और responsibility आ गई, तो मैं ऐसा मानता नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि वहाँ ऐसा लगता है जैसे कुछ बर्डन आ गया आपके ऊपर, अब आपको बिहेव करना पड़ेगा, अब आप ऐसे बात करिए. मैं जैसा पहले था वैसे ही अभी हूँ. आप मेरा ट्विटर खोलिए, जैसे पहले ट्वीट करता था वैसे ही अभी करता हूँ. तो नथिंग हैज़ चेंज्ड एंड नथिंग विल चेंज, क्योंकि मैं पहले भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल था. तो मेरे को कोई ये नई चीज़ नहीं है कि सडनली मैंने कोई एक पेट्रियाटिक फिल्म कर ली एंड इट्स बिकम अ हिट और सब ने कहा अरे अरे अब तो आप ये, और अब मैंने कहा अब मेरे को अलग तरह से बिहेव करना पड़ेगा. मैं जैसा पहले था वैसे ही अभी हूँ. मेरा दिल अभी भी इंडियन कल्चर, इंडियन फिलोसफी के लिए धड़कता है. एंड दैट्स ऑल आई वांट टू प्रमोट. एंड दिस फिल्म, आफ्टर दिस आई वोंट आंसर एनीथिंग. दिस फिल्म आई वांट टू टेल यू व्हाई इट्स अ वेरी वेरी स्पेशल फिल्म. एनी फिल्म, अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं कि किसी फिल्म को सिर्फ ट्रेलर देख के कि ये कैसी होने वाली है, द फर्स्ट थिंग यू शुड जज इज़ द इंटेंट एंड द सिंसियरिटी एंड द ऑनेस्टी ऑफ द मेकर्स. So about Shankar, I can say I've known him for a long time. Is one of the most honest people I have met in my entire life. His intention is so pure about it. And then he's got a wonderful crew and team and sincere people. It's an honest film. And a lot of people, everybody I know complains ki why film industry is not changing. This is the change. This is how it is changing.
एक आखिरी सवाल विवेक सर, आपने अभी ट्विटर का जिक्र किया, और हम सब आपकी बेबाकी से, जाहिर है सबको आपकी बेबाकी. कितना मुनासिब और कितना सही है किसी फिल्म को बायकॉट करना, क्योंकि किसी एक स्पेसिफिक बंदे के अलावा उसके अंदर टेक्नीशियन, लाइटमैन, स्पॉट बॉय, बहुत लोगों का मेहनत होती है, और किसी एक शख्स की वजह से इकोनॉमिकली कहीं सब कुछ हिल जाता है.
देखो, ऐसा है कि इस बात को करना नहीं चाहिए अभी, लेकिन बॉयकॉट करना एक इंडिविजुअल राइट है. हम फेमिनिस्ट, राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग आदिवासियों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग जानवरों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग डॉग्स के राइट की बात करते हैं, कैट्स के. सो आई थिंक बॉयकॉटिंग एनीथिंग इज एन इंडिविजुअल राइट इन अ मार्केट प्लेस. बट द सेकेंड थिंग इज़ ये बॉयकॉट की सिचुएशन आई क्यों? और तो ऐसा है कि जैसे कोई टूथपेस्ट बेचता है, कोलगेट बेचता है फॉर एग्जांपल, और कोलगेट बेचने वाला अपने ही जो कस्टमर्स हैं उनका मजाक उड़ाने लगे और बोले अरे जो लोग सुबह उठ के ब्रश में टूथपेस्ट लगा के करते हैं वो तो सब इडियट्स हैं. तो आप क्या करेंगे, कितने दिन तक कोलगेट खरीदेंगे? सो ये थोड़ा इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करने की भी बात है कि आज क्या कारण है कि ये नौबत आई है. एंड ऐसा मैं नहीं मानता हूँ, बॉयकॉट बहुत फिल्मों का होता है. कश्मीर फाइल्स का तो पूरे के पूरे बॉलीवुड ने, इकोसिस्टम ने, क्रिटिक्स ने, मीडिया ने, सब ने बॉयकॉट कर दिया था, थिएटर्स ने, एग्जिबिटर्स ने. लेकिन अगर सत्य में दम होती है और अगर आपकी फिल्म ऑनेस्ट है और सच्ची फिल्म है तो दुनिया की कोई ताकत उसे रोक भी नहीं सकती.
हेलो,
थैंक यू वेरी मच. एंड आई थिंक आई टेल यू व्हाट, आई एम अ वेरी मैं अपने प्रोफेशन को लेके बहुत ऑनेस्ट आदमी हूँ. एंड आई थिंक इट्स प्रोफेशनली इनअप्रोप्रिएट फॉर मी to hog the limelight at this point of time. It is not about us, it's about the film. So please let's focus on the film.
सर लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, फिल्म से रिलेटेड ही है सर. फिल्म से रिलेटेड ही है, लास्ट क्वेश्चन है सर.
Sometime else.
सर एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है सर, प्लीज़ आप रहिए सर. क्या आपको लगता है कि सर ये फिल्म जो है आजकल जो फिल्में बन रही है नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म ही चल रही हैं? आपको ऐसा लगता है कि नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म ही चलेंगी यहाँ पे प्लेटफॉर्म पे बॉलीवुड में?
भूल भुलैया तो नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, गंगूबाई भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, दोनों चली कि नहीं चली? पुष्पा भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, केजीएफ भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, कैसे चली वो सारी फिल्में? फिल्म अच्छी होनी चाहिए, सब चलता है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
A fantastic poster. I like, the eye, the saffron top, then the blue and white. That's fantastic. Wonderful, creative. So my question too is to the director that especially in the current social political environment that we find in today. So in the current such environment, what constitutes Bharatiyan according to you? So I'd like you to begin first, and any of the cast member can add to it.
You are talking about the title, Bharateeyans?
Like looking at the political social environment that is there in the country today, what constitutes a Bharatiyan for you?
Actually, producer told me to put this title as our cinema, for our cinema.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it, sir. The producer told you
This
what?
is actually producer idea, the
Okay.
Bharateeyans.
Okay.
Well, why not we should call ourselves Bharatiyans? Actually, the India and Indians came from the Greeks.
Aryans.
It comes from the river Indus. They called us Indians. But before that, in Puranas, there is name for India, that is Bharat.
Yeah, that correct.
Why we are following Greek people said, that's why we are following. Why? We have our own identity.
Actually, so my question was that in the current social political environment,
No, that is-
what constitutes a Bharatiyan? Maybe any one of the cast members can take it.
Sir, please, can you explain me again?
I said in the current social political environment that we live in today,
Yeah.
what constitutes a Bharatiyan for you?
For me, Bharatiyans is a word that combines us all, that cleans all the boundaries which we all have created, which we all have been creating. Media has also been a part of it, always. So any issue, when it comes up, we divide it south, north, east, west. We have been doing that. So in this movie, we have brought everyone along. And also, even if we go by the genre of the film or where it belongs to India. It doesn't belong to Bollywood. It doesn't belong to Tollywood. It doesn't belong anywhere. It is belonging to India, Bharatiyans. And Bharat word has been used because we want that from now onwards, we should call ourselves as Bharatiyans. Bharat, not India, because India was name given by the Britishers. So you wanted that concept to be cleared?
No, I just wanted in the sense that in today's in political social environment, I think the early part of your answer is good enough. I think the
To begin with, I think I would like to give the example of the poem by Rabindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear. So, according to me, I think for me, a Bharatian is someone, an Indian is someone who is without, where the mind is without fear and where they can think freely. Because I think freedom of mind is also very important. So where we can think freely, where we can act, where we can raise our voice freely, I think that is one of the main.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Payden, and the name of my character in the movie is Tripura. And to answer your question, I think, well, Bharatiyans, the word is simply translated as Indian in English, right? So for me, I think being an Indian is somebody, we can be an Indian simply by just not littering around, you know?
wonderful.
Just not littering around, boycotting plastic materials, you know, having no racism, all of that. I think just very simple things, but these take us a very long way as an individual, as a Bharatian. That is my take.
I think it's looking at the teaser, it's fantastic. There's a certain, I would say, a slight paradox in the terms of obviously, one hand it is called Bharatiyan, and you know, if we have to call ourselves Bharatiyans, we have to relinquish our individual identities, whether it's regional or religious. But the characters are called like obviously after region.
Yes, we are all given different names of different regions, but the movie has brought us together for a mission.
Okay, okay.
Yes, so we are all in this together.
Great, great.
Thank you.
Any questions? Next.
My question is to the director. So, talking about South films, the South film is working a lot in Bollywood. So, how do you see to it, and what is your take on that, sir?
Actually, South Indians are doing good. I want to tell you the secret of why Bollywood movies are becoming flops. I need a few more minutes to explain this. In the beginning, Raj Kapoor ji, Devanand sir, and Dilip Saab, they were doing story-based movies, all sufferings like that. Next came Aradhana movie with Raj Khanna ji, and the trend changed. All romantic, everything. Again, the trend changed with Janjeer, and Bachchan Saab ruled the Bollywood. Trend changes. Bollywood is not recognizing what's happening. After Janjeer, Hum Aap Hai Kaun, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, 94, 95 in the year. They came, and the whole Bollywood changed to the family love stories. After that, crossover films came into Bollywood. They just imitated Hollywood movies, and their audience detached themselves from the theaters with these crossover movies. After that, Bollywood slowly collapsed. They are detached from the theaters, and OTT also helped them to stay at home. What people want, I'm not telling this as a writer or director. I'm inspired by so many Bollywood movies. Now people want what type of movies? Bollywood should recognize this. Gadar Ek Prem Katha. Anil Sharma ji is the director. Sunny Deol hero. We want such type of movies. Ghayal, Rajkumar Santosh's movie. We want that type of movies. Sholay, There is no such movies nowadays. And everybody is trying to take heroism movies, but camera angles and background music can't make heroism. They can't create heroism. The heroism should be in the script itself. Watch KGF, watch Pushpa, and watch our Rajmouli ji का हर एक film. The emotion रहता है इसमें. Heroism with emotion. बॉलीवुड को मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा पिक्चर्स बनाओ. पहले सुभाष गाय जी, कालीचरण, विश्वनाथ, ऐसे पिक्चर्स है. वो भी हम आपके फोन के बाद वो भी परदेश जैसा पिक्चर करना पड़ा है. No, now the trend is we want film like Gadar, ek Prem Katha, that emotional heroism. And first find out writers like Salim sir, Javed sir. That is more important. Then make movies with emotional heroism. That is the trend now. Okay. Thank you.
Casting plays a very important part, or I want to ask each and everyone who's there on the dais, who's there on the stage, please tell us something about yourself. And I'll start with Samaira and, KGF Yash too. Please, tell us something about yourself, your journey in the industry, how you got this break in Bharatiyans. Then we'll move to Samaira, then you, then other people on the dais, the cast.
How I got casted into Bharatiyans. Something about yourself. So, my journey started from Chandigarh to Chennai. I had not even seen Mumbai. I did my Tamil film, and that was Dhayam. And then I started getting some assignments here, and I settled in Mumbai. तो पहुंची तो थी चंडीगढ़ से चेन्नई, सफ़र मुंबई में शुरू हुआ और फिर काफ़ी ऑडिशंस दिए, काफ़ी कुछ किया, लेकिन फिर से वो चेन्नई ने मुंबई तक और मुंबई ने मुझे फिर से पंजाबी बना दिया क्योंकि मुझे दीन राज सर मिल गए और उनको मुझ में वो जो पंजाब शायद पीछे छूट रहा था या मैं छोड़ आई थी, शायद मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं टॉलीवुड एक्ट्रेस बन जाऊंगी एंड ही प्रेजेंटेड मी अगेन एज इंडियन फिगर दैट आई बिलोंग टू भारत. और I think that's a very big compliment in itself that you travel so far for your career, roles ढूंढते हुए, काम ढूंढते हुए, लेकिन आपकी जो identity है, वो आपको rooted रखती है and you get a film like this where your originality is shown. And he shot it very raw. That is the most beautiful part of it. Yeah, I would like to give the mic to Niroz.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Sir, first and foremost, Shankar sir, thank you so much for producing this movie. Deen Raj sir, I'm always thankful to you for giving me such a great opportunity in this movie. Talking about the movie, Bharatiyans, it was a great experience. We have shot for 60 days in various locations of India. And my journey, coming to my journey, I was somewhere, doing chota roles, and Deen Raj sir, the man who's actually picked me from nowhere, and today I'm standing right here. It's all because of him, and I am glad that you have given me this opportunity, sir. Thank you so much.
A very good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. It's an honor and a privilege to be here beside all my cast and crew. Talking about me, I am Rajeshwari Chakraborty. I am from Sikkim. So I was crowned Miss Sikkim during 2018, and that's how I know her as well. So what happened was I was contacted about the role when I was sick, so I couldn't actually, audition for the role. And again, 20 days later, I got a call from Pedandi. I got a call from someone else as well, and they wanted me to sit for a screen test regarding this role. And then I did. I gave my audition, and that's how I was casted. And it was a very good experience for me because also because it was shot in my hometown. So it was a very warm experience for me, and yeah, that's about it.
A very good evening once again. I would like to start by thanking Mr. Deen Raj sir and Mr. Shankar Naidu sir for producing and making such an important movie. And I think it's the perfect time to release such a movie because we are all very patriotic right now. And, you know, not many directors and writers gather up guts to make such a movie. And I think it's very important that all of us pay attention to this film intently. Also, as we all know, the northeastern part, we don't get that much representation in the mainline movie stream. And so therefore, I feel very lucky and very grateful from the bottom of my heart, sir. Talking a little bit about myself, I am Perenong Munamgal. I am former Miss Sikkim, Miss Northeast Diva, and Miss Supranational India. Yes, and thank you very much.
Don't you think it started by Anek? As you said, the perception of... I'm talking to you. No. The perception, you know, when we talk about Northeast India. That's the reason I'm asking her.
Sorry, what was your question again?
I said, do you think the perception already, you know, changed? It started with Ayushmann Khurrana's Anek.
Of course, I agree, but then I think we had shot way before that, and also, as we know, we are 3 Northeasterns in this film. I don't think anybody ever has guts to do that. And all 3 of us are the main cast members. Imagine how many guts, how much belief they've put in us. You know what I'm saying?
It means you're saying Ayushmann came after you. It's a different story about release.
Sorry, I have no comments about that. Thank you. Yes, yes. Okay, but our genre is a bit different, no? Yeah. Right. Of course. Of course, we have a lot of regional films also working, but it doesn't get as big as a Bollywood movie. And also, I feel we don't have that many resources. Of course, I think that is your job as a media to, you know, inform them and talk to them about it as well. Right, right. Not many, but our film has been shot in Sikkim as well. So there I do see a change happening.
Sonam, can you add to it, please?
No, actually, like, just recently I had a part in Mr. Sanjay Kapoor's The Last Star in Amazon. So I feel like slowly, like, you know, Northeast also, the actors, they're getting some work. But as you were asking, like, you know, like, there has been movies, like, you know, ma'am also had produced the Nepali movie. And also, you're saying Anek, then Ahuni. So what I felt is, like, when you add that, yes, taken a lot of courage, you know, like, we're all fresh faces, right? So I feel with this movie, Bharateeyans, like, I think we get more heard, I feel. We get more heard from the Northeast that we also have some talent, and we also would like to work.
There's definitely talent. I think there's talent in every part of the country. Like what I like about the south of India is, you know, obviously, you know, they basically have built their identity on their language. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, similar thing needs to happen with, you know, whether it's Northeast or other parts of India, which are largely untapped. Because I think because of the language barrier, you know, it always gets difficult. Like in Anek, you know, they had some good talent, but, you know, you could see that on the screen, you know, that the language was a barrier for them. And that's where I felt, you know, it's better, you know, that, you know, film producers invest directly, you know, make films, you know, of the region in their language. And that is the way, you know, that's how it's going to grow. Because it was same for, you know, even when Hindi cinema started, that's how they started. So it's important, you know, to, you know, whether it's Northeast or other untapped region, that we get to see films in their language. So this was just my humble perspective.
Thank you.
That. I will watch definitely, ma'am. Don't worry about that. I always look for good content.
Deen Raj ji,
hello, sir.
What is the release plan and how many languages you want to release? in the movie?
Releasing time?
Yeah.
You want to talk about releasing time? Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam. Total, 5 languages. But we made it in Hindi and other language will dub it.
हेलो
And any questions?
हेलो सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे ही है। सर, आपके लिए कितना आसान और कितना मुश्किल रहता है भारत से जुड़ी मूवी बनाना, क्योंकि लोगों का जज्बात और लोगों का दिल जुड़ा रहता है अपने कंट्री को लेके, तो आप क्या कुछ कहना चाहोगे इसमें?
Please ask me again.
आपके लिए कितना आसान और कितना मुश्किल रहता है भारत से जुड़ी मूवी बनाना, क्योंकि एक कंट्री लोगों के दिलों में बसी रहती है, तो आप क्या कुछ कहना चाहोगे इसको लेके?
ये आसान या मुश्किल ऐसा नहीं है. We have committed to make a patriotic movie. So we did it. आसानी नहीं है, मुश्किल नहीं है. We have to do it. We did it. We faced so many problems in so many locations. But we completed it. The cooperation of all cast and crew. Ask questions. Mr. Bhojpuri is ready to answer you. Ask him.
Hello, sir. Sir, first of all, I want to answer one of your question which you had asked. I didn't get the chance. The one with politics and social regarding our title, Bharateeyans. Yeah. What do you... Sir, according to me, according to this film, it's not according to me, it's according to this film. See, we have created different states. And it has been going on, right? So in this film, this is a very new concept which sir has introduced. That's why we don't have our name and we are representing a state. We are representing the language basically, and we come together and we unite and we become together, and that what is Bharateeyans is. Yes, sir.
But I wonder what kind of antagonist what kind of antagonist we'll get to see in the film. Who's the antagonist?
Sir, for that you need to...
What ideology does that antagonist represent?
The ideology of the antagonist, if you want to know that, you have to watch the movie.
Sure,
As you can see, it's a war film. Yeah. So we are fighting. Yeah, we are fighting. And we all are fighting on day basis. We are fighting for our... Yeah, we all are fighting. Yeah, you will see that in the film.
Sure, I'll wait for it.
It's Bharateeyan, sir. Any other question? And sir, Satya, sir, please.
So, just a few seconds about Satya. You will get to know the songs in the movie pretty soon. Satya Kashyap, literally we have tortured him. Tortured in the sense, he gave us the tunes. And we were, every single day, we were talking to him. We could do better than this. I mean, he gave us the best shots in the beginning itself. But we wanted the best of best. So literally, he kind of went through every song 20 different times. And I must tell you, I think 2 days ago, I was running, and as a routine in the 5 to 6 in the morning, I listened to the music. And his own music, I was listening over and over, almost 1 hour, 10 minutes. Same song, over and over, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Just not because it's our movie, but the song is so marvelous, and I'm sure you will always, all of you will appreciate it. And thank you, Satya, for all your hard work.
Thank you, sir. आप मुझे इतना अच्छा opportunity दिए. I wanna thank you and Deen Raj sir. ये फिल्म में 3 सॉन्ग्स हैं. एक गाना है मैडम अमृता फडणवीस जी गा चुके हैं, एंड सेकंड सॉन्ग इज विशाल मिश्रा, एंड थर्ड सॉन्ग इज पीयूष अंबोरा. 3 songs. That's it. आप सबको thank you so much.
So one question, last question.
One last question will
Sir,
take.
one last question.
You can
sir.
ask 10 questions.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
no hurry.
No. Sir, to you only, sir. One last question, sir.
गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल. और मैं हिंदी में ही बात करूंगी बिकॉज आई एम नॉट फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. डायरेक्टर सर समायरा, इन्होंने मुझे चूज़ किया एज एन मराठी MLA प्ले करने के लिए एंड एट दैट टाइम आई एम नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट बट उनको विश्वास था, सर को भी विश्वास था। तो उन्होंने मुझ पे रिलाई किया कि नहीं ये करेगी। मैं एज एन मुझे बॉम्बे से उन्होंने वहाँ बुलाया और मैंने भी बहुत मेहनत करके, वो मेरी फर्स्ट टाइम था कि इतने में मेरी एज में मैं इतना, वहाँ आप देखोगे मैं दौड़ रही हूँ, है ना, इतना 5 किलो वाला गन लेके मैं भाग रही हूँ, बट आई एंजॉय थरली। और सर तो सच में भगवान है, इतने सॉफ्ट है, जरा भी मीन्स ऐसे लगा ही नहीं मैं फिल्म की शूट कर रही हूँ कुछ, बस हम लोग एक परिवार है, हमने साथ में, और रियली हम लोग अलग अलग स्टेट से हैं, अलग अलग कास्ट के हैं, बट हम लोग इतने खुश रहे, हमने इतना एंजॉय किया, और वी आर रियली भारतीयंस, आई कुड से।
So my question to you, sir. So you have told that you will be releasing the film in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam, sir. So why not in Sikkim and Assamese language, sir? Why not in Northeastern language, sir?
Generally, in South India, most of the people can't understand Hindi. So we double it in their regional language. And rest of the, even in Sikkim, they talk Hindi. He talks Hindi. He is from Sikkim.
So because the film is Bharatiyan, so do you...
Actually, in the movie, this Bhojpuri talks Bhojpuri slang. हम कैसा हो, कैसे हो बोलते हैं ना, कैसन हो, ऐसा बोलते हैं, ऐसा लैंग्वेज है उनका। और इनका ठीक बात, एंड बंगाली वर्ड्स भी है, पंजाबी वर्ड्स भी है, ऐसा तेलुगु, ऐसा वर्ड्स ओरिजिनल ऐसी है, पूरा हिंदी में भी वो लोग ऐसी बात करते हैं। वाहे गुरु पंजाबी बोलती है, वाहे गुरु, लाइक दैट।
Please let us know who's playing who's love interest in the film. भारतीयन से तो प्यार नहीं करेंगे क्या?
एक्चुअली प्यार जैसा है, पर प्यार कब किसको किससे है उसके लिए आपको फिल्म देखनी पड़ेगी। और किस तरह का प्यार है वो भी आपको उसी में मालूम पड़ेगा। इसमें तो बहुत ही अलग तरह का रोमांस है, आपने कभी नहीं देखा होगा ऐसा।
क्या बात है। सो आई हैव वन थिंग, मुझे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, क्योंकि आई एम सो क्यूरियस कि आप सब इतने अलग अलग स्टेट्स को बिलोंग करते हैं, ठीक है, और मैं बहुत सारे स्टेट्स विजिट कर चुकी हूँ, बट कोई स्टेट्स नहीं विजिट कर पाई हूँ, मैं जाऊँगी ज़रूर। तो लैंग्वेजेस में एक एक डायलॉग, अगर आप कोई भी एक डायलॉग आपको जो पसंद, जैसे अभी आपने कहा तो बड़ा प्यारा लगा, इट वाज साउंडिंग सो नाइस। सो अपने अपने स्टेट को रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए कोई भी डायलॉग प्लीज़ एक बार ज़रा आप, मतलब फिल्म का हो, फिल्म का तो हम बिल्कुल मना करेंगे, जनरल एनीथिंग, इवन इफ यू वांट टू आस्क यू।
पंजाबी गाने तो आप सब सुनते हो।
नहीं, आप एक्टर हैं, आपके जो शब्द होंगे वो बड़े मिठास वाले होंगे।
ठीक है, हुन पंजाबी कुड़ी वल्लों आज तो असी सारे भारतीयंस हैं।
ओए होए। क्या बात है। जय महाराष्ट्र, जय मराठा।
जय महाराष्ट्र। मी मराठी आहे आणि मला भारतीय होण्याचा अभिमान आहे।
वाह, काय बात है। Anything you can just say that you are very proud to be associated with this film। ये डायलॉग को ट्रांसलेट कर दीजिए।
आजदेखि हामीले सबैजनालाई भारतीयन्स भनौँ।
हाय हाय, क्या बात है, वाह, सो स्वीट।
আমার সবাই ভারতীয়ন্স।
कैसन बा?
ठीक बा।
हम सब भारतीयंस बा।
आम्ही सगळेजण भारतीयन्स हो।
तेलुगु, it's time to Telugu।
Father Telugu, mother Kannada. Do you have any problem? thank you all for coming.
Thank you all the media for joining us. Thank you, and thank you the fantastic cast and crew available. Thank you so much. You guys are really so precious. Media wale, thank you so much.
सर यहाँ पे सर रेड टी शर्ट सर या सर ये आल्सो सर कितनी आती हो तो सब बोल दी मैंने मेरी आज ही JW में है ना
थैंक यू सर आपका सोलो
एक नहीं एक
Yes, everyone look here.
here in this
Yeah, center look here.
Take one Instagram.
Thank you sir. अरे भाई वो इतना कैमरा मोबाइल ले रहे बोलो
0.5
कैमरा ना मैं तो ले ले
Vivek sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
मोबाइल थोड़ा पीछे ले सेंटर लोग
So you tell me to that.
Of presence. I am Shweta, your host for today, and special thanks to our media. Round of applause for our chief guest for today, Mr. Vivek Agnihotri needs no introduction, and Ms. Pallavi Joshi needs no introduction. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And as you while might be traveling, आपने देखा होगा कि हम जो है celebration की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं जी बिल्कुल Independence Day आने को है, and you know that our freedom fighters have sacrificed their lives so that we could celebrate Independence Day. And on this note, we are taking a huge honor today that we are here, get together, launching a very, very proudful movement for everybody out here that we are launching. Mr. Vivek Adriotri. Can we have a huge round of applause for him? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vivek Agnihotri, the man who gave us Kashmir Files. Gentlemen, Bharat American Creations. This is a salute to all the freedom fighters who have sacrificed their lives so that we can stay peaceful out here. Thank you so much.
The director, Mr. Deen Raj. Mr. Deen Raj is a very well known Telugu writer. And many more other blockbusters where we have starring Venkatesh. So I will launch the poster. Could we also have the cast of the movie? Could we have Niroz Pucha, Shubhala Ranjan, Sonam, Bharateeyans, Samaira Sandhu, Peter Nambiar, and Rajeshwari Chakraborty on stage. Could I also have Mrs. Pallavi Joshi to come and launch our poster for us? Could we have Mr. Shankar on stage as well? Kindly come up and launch our poster for us. Applause, everybody.
And here we present the new blood Bharateeyans. Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the entire cast and crew who have worked day in and out. It's an most proud moment.
Could we have Mrs. Pallavi Joshi to remain on stage for the motion poster?
Let us dedicate this Independence Day to the new blood Bharatiyans today. Thank you. It is an utmost proud moment for us, and we are extremely privileged that you're doing the teaser launch.
आप लोग मुझे भोजपुरी बुला सकते हैं, मैं बिहार से हूँ.
And Punjabi from Chandigarh.
I'm Bengali from Kolkata.
I'm Indian Nepali from Sikkim.
Tripura.
I'm Telugu from Ballari.
Celebrating 75 years with Bharatiyans. Thank you. The trailer is so amazing that everybody is requesting for once more.
मुझे भोजपुरी बुला सकते हैं, मैं बिहार से हूँ.
And Punjabi from Chandigarh.
I'm Bengali from Kolkata.
I'm Telugu from Ballari.
That was a lovely trailer indeed. I would like to call upon Mr. Shankar Naidu to kindly say a few words. Along with him, I would like to call upon give us a few lines about the movie. Could we have a hand applause for Mr. Shankar Naidu?
Who gave us independence? We always have freedom, but we were told that we don't have freedom. We didn't have freedom. So this movie, Bharateeyans, the title we thought to give it ourselves to rebrand as Bharateeyans, not to be called as Indians, because that term was coined by Christopher Columbus a long time ago. And then coming to the whole theme, as you have seen in the teaser, we are hoping that every common citizen who has a heart for the country is a true soldier. Deen Raj, thank you again for coming all the way to bless us. And I will have Deen Raj to come and
when he's studying for MBBS training, I wanted to post of him. I know him very well. He's very patriotic. And I want to tell one thing on stage. There is no names in the script, only Punjab. And next, Tripura. Indian Nepali. I am calling in the order of the next, Mr. Bhojpuri. Next, Mr. Telugu. And Marathi. Please. She is from Chandigarh. She is originally Punjabi. She is Bengali and Tripura. And she is Marathi. She is from Mumbai. Last one. He is from Sikkim. He born in Jharkhand, Subranjan, and he is from Hyderabad. My music director, Mr. Satya Kashyap. We quarrel daily. हम daily सब ऐसा नहीं होना, ऐसा नहीं होना. But every day we fight. Okay? I don't know, so many experiences, stories regarding our movie. We went to Sikkim. So many places. I can't Please, Shankar, please come. Well, Pallavi ji, Ajay, जब he is talking.
Thank you, thank you. See, it's your film, it's your moment. You enjoy the glory. I don't have to say much, but one thing, brilliant job. Like this. This is a very brilliant thing, and the cast looks so fresh and nice, and so passionate, and so involved in the film, engaged in the. They are the characters, and also the film looks like something I need to watch. It's a brilliant, brilliant effort, and I know what it means. But you got strong shoulders, and they are brilliant people, and I hope people would love this film. And I also do hear lots of young stories, and this is one of them. So I wish you guys all the best.
To begin with, the trailer looks brilliant, and as I immediately reacted after seeing the trailer, I can't wait to see the film. I'm extremely passionate about cinema. I've always been, because I started working as a child actor. So my entire life, to speak a little about Shankar. I'm so glad that you have made this movie, Shankar. He's He's a very dear friend and one of the best human beings that we've come across. The way he worked to make the Kashmir, it was a great effort, and the evil, and it really gladdens my heart that India and the dreams that we've all here.
Please, so that we can have a media one-on-one question.
Good idea because I am an experienced person. I know what.
Media meet.
I have a suggestion. आप एक सवाल हमसे पूछ लो, उसके बाद we'll go and then you can continue. Is it okay?
ओके है, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल तो मिलते हैं। ओके, और आपको बड़ी जरूरत है आपकी। आप तो प्रोड्यूसर, you said everyone knows you are US based, and you are here in India. अचानक से इतनी मोहब्बत मुल्क के लिए, और जैसे पल्लवी बता रही थी, विवेक सर बता रहे थे कि आपने बड़ी मदद करी। जब मैं कश्मीर फाइल्स की बात करता हूँ, इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट संजीदा फिल्म पूरी दुनिया में पहुँचाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम था। आपको कैसे एहसास हुआ कि अब भारत के लिए कुछ करना चाहिए? जब मैं बोलता हूँ भारतीय, तो मुझे कहीं समवेयर डाउन द लाइन लगता है, जब मैं विवेक सर की बात करता हूँ, बिकम अ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर ऑफ इंडिया ना, कि कुछ भी ऐसा जो हिंदुस्तान के लिए करना है, वहाँ विवेक सर का होना बहुत जरूरी है। Okay. My question to you is, as you are already based in US and you are here for this film called Bharateeyans, tell us how this whole, initiative, whole project started. When you started working on a film like Bharatiyans, when we talk about Indians.
So, Ji, thank you for the wonderful question. I am 57-year-old. 57 years.
Is here to support your film. What's your feeling? What do you want to say? And the police ताबूत की जरूरत नहीं है. One of the finest, creative people on the rise. जब आपको बुलाया गया कि they want you to उस सब्जेक्ट की बात करता हूँ, जब मैं कश्मीर फाइल्स की बात करता हूँ, कि जहाँ स्टार कास्ट नहीं थी, जहाँ बड़े प्रोडक्शन हाउस नहीं थे, लेकिन वो फिल्म इतनी बड़ी कामयाब हुई। क्या फीलिंग आती है जब आपको इस तरह से कि आप आइए, जब हम भारत की बात कर रहे हैं या हम इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं या हम वतन परस्ती की बात कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ विवेक अग्निहोत्री का नाम अपने आप आता है। How is the feeling altogether? Do you think somewhere down the line the responsibility on your shoulder goes up?
नहीं, वो I'm sorry, आपने हिंदी में पूछा, हिंदी में जवाब दे देता हूँ। मैं इस तरह से नहीं सोचता हूँ। First of all, this is all in your mind that a film without star cast, अब क्या होगा? This is in your mind. You have been taught from your childhood by media and all those people that without a star film can't work, but in their intent and never with the star power. So that is first thing. Second thing is when you say अच्छा अब आपके सर पे और responsibility आ रही है, सही अभी हूँ, आप मेरा ट्विटर खोलिए, जैसे पहले ट्वीट करता था वैसे अभी करता हूँ, तो nothing has changed and nothing will change, क्योंकि मैं पहले भी responsible था। तो मेरे को कोई ये नई चीज़ नहीं है कि सडनली मैंने कोई एक पेट्रियोटिक फिल्म कर ली and it's become a hit और सबने कहा अरे अब तो आप ये, और अब मैंने कहा अब मेरे को अलग तरह से बिहेव करना पड़ा।
क्योंकि किसी एक स्पेसिफिक बंदे के अलावा उस मेहनत होती है, और किसी एक शख्स की वजह से इकोनॉमिकली कहीं सब कुछ हिल जाता है।
देखो ऐसा है कि इस बात को करना भी चाहिए भी, लेकिन वर्कआउट करना एक इंडिविजुअल राइट है। हम हर किसी हम फेमिनिस्ट राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग आदिवासियों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग जानवरों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग डॉग्स के राइट की बात करते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई टेल यू व्हाट, आई एम अ वेरी
सर, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है प्लीज आप रहिए। सर, क्या आपको लगता है कि सर ये फिल्म जो है आजकल जो फिल्में बन रही है नेशनलिस्ट फिल्में ही चल रही हैं? आपको ऐसा लगता है कि नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म भी चलेगी यहाँ पे प्लेटफॉर्म पे? बॉलीवुड
भूल भुलैया तो नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, तंगूबाई नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, कैसे चली वो सारी फिल्म? अच्छी होनी चाहिए, सब चलता है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। देखो, मुझे दुनिया से कोई मतलब नहीं है, मैं ऐसी फिल्मों को बहुत सपोर्ट करता हूँ। मैं कल भी गया था वहाँ, कार्तिकेय को भी सपोर्ट कर रहा था, आज इसको भी कर रहा हूँ। मैं ऐसी कोई भी फिल्म जिसको बहुत बड़ा मार्केटिंग, पीआर और स्टारडम नहीं है, ऐसी हर फिल्म को सपोर्ट करने के लिए तैयार हूँ।
सर लाल सिंह चड्ढा को जो आपने ट्वीट किया था सर
ट्वीट कर दिया, बात खत्म हो गई।
देखी सर आपने देखी सर? अच्छा सर,
अभी गोवा से डायरेक्ट आ रहा हूँ मैं, अभी लैंड किया गोवा से मैंने।
एंड सर, जैसा कि हम 75th इंडिपेंडेंस डे के मौके हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने भी कहा है कि हर घर तिरंगा होना चाहिए, तो आप बताइए कि कितना ब्लेस्ड मूवमेंट करते हैं ये?
आज दोपहर में जब मैं निकला,
हाँ,
हर घर में, हर फ्लैट में तिरंगा, सड़क पे तिरंगा, सब जगह तिरंगा था। मैं बता नहीं सकता, मेरे आंखों में आंसू आ गए, इतना खुशी का मूवमेंट था। और होना भी चाहिए, हम सबको अपने देश पे प्राउड करना चाहिए। अब बर्थडे में हम इतना केक पे खर्च करते हैं और बलून्स लगाते हैं 10,000, तो देश के बर्थडे पे क्यों नहीं हम एक तिरंगा लगा सकते हैं अपने घर में?
सर कॉमेडियन राजू श्रीवास्तव जी की भी,
हाँ यार, वो मैं आई एम इन टच विद देम, मैं उनके साथ में, एंड आई प्रे फॉर हिम एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट एवरीबडी टू प्रे फॉर राजू। राजू इज़ अ वंडरफुल पर्सन, सो या थैंक यू।
दिल्ली फाइल्स हम
2024
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू।
It was a great experience. We have shot for 60 days in various locations of India. And my journey coming to chota roles and Deen Raj sir, man of the moment, all because of him. And I am glad that you have given me this opportunity, sir. Thank you so much.